Hello and welcome to Legislative Report. I'm Anthony Tezak. Joining me today for an update is State Representative Clint Owlett. Representative, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, I know you have a busy month, so I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to talk with us about the dairy rally that you participated in recently.
Yeah, it was an exciting week down here. We focused a lot on agriculture this week, so anytime that we're talking about agriculture in Harrisburg, it's a good week for me. It's something I'm passionate about. Having grown up on a dairy farm, this is kind of my wheelhouse, and I enjoy talking about it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun this week.
Well, you mentioned it's in your wheelhouse, you understand it, and because of that, you've authored House Bill 1590.
Yeah, House Bill 1590, it's the Dairy Investment Program. Last year, we were able to put some money into the dairy industry, about $5 million, and it was a grant program, and it was good. I mean, we put money out there to help our struggling dairy farmers and the industry in general, but what we wanted to do was give some guidelines to make sure that money is truly helping the Pennsylvania farmer. So what we did was we took the guidelines that they used last year, we changed a couple of small things, and we're going to put those in statute. That's our goal, so that we can make sure that if in the future we do put money into the dairy industry, that it's helping our Pennsylvania dairy farmers, and that's important to me. One piece of it is making sure that those that apply for it, that they're processing at least 75% of Pennsylvania milk. And that's a big piece of it. If we're going to be putting money out there, they better be processing Pennsylvania milk. We don't need to be processing New York milk. So being right on the border, that's a big issue for us.
Was there any one reason as to why you felt that this issue needed to be addressed?
Well, we just wanted to make sure that in the future that a majority of the money isn't going to one project. We want to make sure that we spread it out. So we did put some amounts in there as far as how much goes to a specific project. So the idea here is to make sure that we spread the love a little bit, I guess, if we're going to be investing, to make sure that we can help as many people as possible.
Another person that was at the dairy rally was Congressman Glenn Thompson.
Yeah.
And he was here talking about a dairy bill, more or less, that would affect Pennsylvania schools. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So yeah, we had Glenn Thompson, Congressman Glenn Thompson, and Congressman Keller, recently elected. He was here this week. They're working together on a couple of projects in D.C. These are very important to the folks in my district. One of them is the whole milk in schools. Right now, our schools are not allowed to serve whole milk, and this is a national issue. So that's why they were working on it. We would love to be able to do some work on that here in PA, but it needs to be done at the federal level, and so they're tackling it. And we need people to reach out to their congressmen all across the country and say, we want whole milk back in schools. We have a whole generation of kids that over the last number of years, 10, 12 years ago, that just, they haven't had whole milk in schools, and then basically they're serving chalk water at times. And so the idea here is we need to get good whole milk back in schools. They need the nutrition, and it'll actually taste good. Right now, they're just throwing it away, and that's not good.
Yeah, I was at the rally, and I was surprised. I was kind of surprised that there were so many people there supporting this issue. Do you hear from a lot of your constituents about this?
Yeah, this is a big issue in our district, and it really will help our farmers. If we can get this next generation introduced back to milk. Fluid milk is our biggest commodity, and if we can get that back in our schools and get our kids drinking milk again, this is going to help our dairy farmers. This would be an easy win. It's a slow process. That was one thing during the hearing. Congressman GT talked a little bit about that it's moving at the pace of bureaucracy, which is extremely slow, and it's frustrating. So I know we've talked about it a lot in the district. So I would encourage folks to reach out to your congressman and talk to them about the importance of this issue, and hopefully we can see that moved at the federal level.
And if that does, it's going to help not just the farmers, but also the kids that are drinking it
Exactly.
at school.
Yep, they need it. They need the nutrition. We had a nutritionist in here that testified at our hearing today, and hopefully people can find that online. We'll actually post that on our website, and just to hear the new science that's coming out, and it's actually supporting that whole milk is extremely valuable and healthy for our kids. And it's a shame that we've lost a generation, but we can start here, and we can start today and fix it.
And before we go, anything else that you wanted to talk about as far as agriculture or anything that you're working on?
You know, we had a bunch of bills having to do with agriculture that went through the House of Representatives today. We've been posting and talking a lot about those, this has been a good week for agriculture in Pennsylvania, and hopefully we can move those through the Senate and get those passed, and hopefully really make some changes for our Pennsylvania farmer. You know, Pennsylvania lost 370 dairy farmers last year. 370. You know, it's about $1.3 million that each one of those farms contributed to all of our local economies. So every time we lose a farm, the ripple effect is huge. So it's affecting our district and districts all across Pennsylvania. So we really need to take this seriously. Every one of those farms is valuable to our community, and hopefully we can start to work together with the House and the Senate and the governor and get some of these passed. I know personally I'm working on another project that hopefully we can hammer out some of the details this summer that will hopefully continue to bring some relief to our dairy farmers, and look forward to talking to you about that maybe in the fall.
All right, so hopefully we'll hold you to that, bring you back, and find out what you and the House Republicans are doing for Pennsylvania farmers.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for today's program. If you have any questions about what you've just seen or any other state government-related matter, Representative Owlett's contact information will be on the screen in just a moment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.